Hi. So I was asked, why is Tantra Yoga my favorite one? Mm. Let me tell you a little bit of a story. Mm. Yoga is present in my life since like forever because when I was young, a child, my mother was doing yoga. She would go to some classes in the city. I didn't know what it actually is, you know. I just knew the word yoga, and I knew that it's some kind of exercises that my mother is doing. Um, it was the 90s in Poland, so what was available was the traditional, you know, hatha yoga and yangar, um, very strict and traditional kind of yoga, at least in my opinion. And with time, when I got a little bit bigger, my mother would take me to show me her classes, but I just didn't feel it's something for me. And I was always a very active and person, and I would do a lot of sports, but somehow I I didn't feel that yoga is something for me. With time, I realized that there is a need in my life for something like yoga, that I want my body to not only be strong but also to be more flexible. So I started doing some when I was in college. Um, but it was always more about, you know, stretching the body than anything else, and I never really liked it, to be honest. Then with time, I was trying some other kinds of yoga. I was living abroad, and I got to know Vinyasa yoga, for example, which was already much better for me, but still nothing to be like crazy about. Um, yeah, and then uh, through many coincidences, I ended up in Tantra yoga school together with Greta, actually, and it was a revelation for me because suddenly Tantra yoga was something that I did like, and that I didn't have to push myself to do it because I really enjoyed it and I was looking forward to doing it. And why is that? Yeah, so it is a mix of yoga and meditation, and doing poses from the meditative state is an amazing experience. And I realized that I enjoy this so much because it's not another type of difficult exercise that you have to be like better in it, and you know, it doesn't have for me um, this adrenaline push or something, you know, like this. I'm not sure how to tell you that, but I think you know what I mean. That in our society, I mean the Western society, we are quite competitive and like perfectionists in what we are doing. And in Tantra Yoga, I really feel that there is no space for that. That is a very introspective, like very internal experience, where actually with time you can do all the exercises with a blindfold, and it's just totally different type of yoga. Uh, the poses are, you would know the poses. The poses are something that you know from other types of yoga, but the combination of it and how they are structured in the Tantra Yoga series, it's really something that resonates with me a lot, that helps me relax and meditate. And at the same time, it is interesting because when you do the series, it feels as if you're not doing much. I remember at the beginning, I was like, what's the point of doing it if I don't really think that there is much happening here? And after 3 weeks of doing it every day, I mean, I was in a Tantra Yoga school, so it was quite intense. I don't do this in my normal life, you know, because it's a long series. But I realized after 4 weeks of that I managed to loosen in some parts of my body that was impossible for me to reach it earlier, even though I was doing much more strong exercises for that, let's say, like to be flexible, you know, and only the Tantra yoga managed to give me this this flexibility that I was looking for. And interestingly, even though last couple of months I wasn't doing much of it because of many other things that were happening in my life, the flexibility that I managed to gain with Tantra yoga, it sticks with me. You know, it's amazing because I really need much more exercises now because I wasn't paying enough attention to this part of my life recently. But some of the flexibility that I gained with Tantra yoga is still there, which is quite impressive, you know, because I'm not doing anything. So yeah, Tantra yoga for me is meditation, it's relaxation, but it's also deep body work, you know, also on the energetical level, on the physiological level. It has something to it that is working for me so well. So try it, maybe it will work for you as well. Yeah, and Greta is definitely doing it in a very amazing way. I'm really, really thankful for meeting her, such an experienced teacher on my journey. Yeah, so this is about me and Tantra Yoga. I wonder how is it for you. Have a good day.